Hey Jim, how did you do that rubber band wizardry trick thing? I can't do it. What did you do? All right, calm down, guys. I'll show you how I did it. So hands down, this is probably my favorite magic trick of all time. It only involves these 2 rubber bands, and they're not gimmick rubber bands. I literally bought them from Staples, this huge bag of them, and the reason why I bought a big bag is because every time I perform this trick, I like to give the person afterwards the 2 rubber bands so they can sit there for hours, sitting there going like this. How did you do that? So, but here's exactly how it works. Right from the get-go, you are doing exactly what you're saying. You're going to put 1 rubber band on your pointer middle finger over here, and 1 rubber band on your pointer middle finger over here. You actually are going to put 1 rubber band behind the other. You don't start in any other trickery way or anything. The trick is set up like you say. 1 rubber band behind the other on your pointer fingers and your thumbs. Then what you do is you talk to them a little bit about there's no way that you can get these apart. You can't come through any direction, and all this is true. And then you say you can't pull through one another, which is true. You can't pull through one another. But while I'm doing that pull action, here's what I'm actually doing with my hands. Right up here, whichever hand your more dominant hand, your left or your right, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do it with my right. I'm going to take my middle finger and put it on top of my pointer finger. Then, when I pull back, that rubber band actually goes onto my middle finger here, leaving my pointer finger free. What I do with my pointer finger then is I put it right next to the thumb and pull up like this. So it looks kind of complicated here, but once I let go with my middle finger back here and I bring that back to the rubber band, that rubber band will actually be on the opposite side like that. So now they're already disconnected. One more time, here's what I did. I say can't come through the fingers, can't come through each other, and as I pull back, goes onto my middle finger. I put my pointer finger in the rubber band, and I come back and drop that middle finger. Now, I just make some motions of saying like rubbing, but making the magic happen later than it really did, but those are already separated. So you're just rubbing here, rubbing here, rubbing here, making it look like they're still behind each other, and then slowly pulling through for a really cool effect. Some people like to stay here, and then they use their ring finger, and they pop the rubber band so it looks like it came through, so it's like that. I don't like that as much. I like to rub slowly and come off all the way down to like 1 string and then pull right through. One other thing about this trick is people's tendency, when you do this quick move back here and they come back, they push the 2 rubber bands together really hard, so that you don't want to show them separated, so you push together really hard, but then this image looks really bad too. You have to practice on getting them right back together without them breaking that line and being just 2 straight lines, and give them that angle there. That looks better than this, if that makes any sense to you. Give them that angle there to look at, and you rub, 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 and then pull right through. So practice this trick a lot before you perform it. If you don't do it right, it looks horrible. If you do it just like this, you kind of put the rubber band behind, and then you pull through, and you're really slow and sloppy with this hand, and then you get it through, and then you stay like this, and then come back really quick. Really practice this move and get it so fast that you can't even notice it yourself. Seriously, that rubber band's behind, and now it's not. Chateau.